Hello students, I am Madhuri from Yash Classes. Today we are going to see chapter 1st of class 10th, that is real numbers, and from that chapter we are going to see first, that is Euclid's division algorithm, or we also call it as a Euclid's division lemma. So firstly we will see what is this algorithm or this lemma. So algorithm is a series of well-defined steps. All steps in that series are well-defined. And what do you mean by lemma? That is the proven statement, and that proven statement is used for proving any another statement. Okay, and Euclid has given this technique, that is algorithm, to find the HCF of any two numbers. Before going to that Euclid's division algorithm to find HCF, we will see what is meant by HCF, and we will find that HCF using our प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन मेथड. फर्स्टली हम ये देखेंगे कि दो अगर टर्म्स है तो उनका HCF हाउ टू फाइंड आउट यूजिंग prime factorization. For that we have taken two numbers. First number is 12 and the second one is 18. To find the HCF of these two numbers using prime factorization method, we have to find the prime factors of these two numbers. So 12 to 12 we can divide by 2, so 2 6 are 12 and 2 3s are 6 and 3 1s are 3. So all these 2, 2 and 3, these are the prime factors of 12. And for 18 also we can divide by 2, 2 9s are 18, and for 9 we can't divide by 2, so we have to divide by 3, 3 3s are 9 and 3 1s are 3. So all these are the prime factors of 12 and 18. To find the HCF, what we do here, we have to take the common factors between their prime factors. So what are the common factors of 12 and 18? That is, here there is 2 and here also it is 2. So 2 will be the first common factor and the second common factor is 3. So to find HCF of 12 and 18, we have to multiply these two common factors. So 2 3s are 6 will be the HCF of 12 and 18. So we have find out the HCF of 12 and 18 using prime factorization method. But using Euclid's division algorithm, how to find? He has given some steps to find the HCF of any two numbers using Euclid's division lemma. See what are those steps. So I have taken one example. We have to find the HCF of 124 and 24. So see here, when we divide any number with any another number, that is 124 by 24, so 24 5s are 120, and here remainder we find that 4 is a remainder. If we see the division, we can see, just wait, in the division to 124 we call it as a dividend, 5 is a quotient, 24 is a divisor, and 5 is a remainder. And if we see the division, we find the remainder is always greater than or equal to 0. जो रिमाइंडर है वो 0 से कंपल्सरी बड़ा होना चाहिए, नहीं तो 0 होना चाहिए. And that remainder must be smaller than the divisor. As we know, always whenever we divide, the remainder is always less than divisor. Okay, तो जो अल्गोरिदम यूक्लिड ने दिया है वो अभी मैं यहाँ पे लिखूँगी. देखिए, डिविडेंड इज इक्वल टू डिविजर इनटू क्वोशंट प्लस रिमाइंडर. दिस इज द अल्गोरिदम विच Euclid has given. So I will write here also, dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So this is the Euclid's division theorem और यही हम अब यूज़ करने वाले हैं टू फाइंड HCF ऑफ एनी टू नंबर्स. So how to find out the HCF? So for that I have taken one example and we have to find the HCF of these two numbers, that is 148 and 124. What is the first step? You have to see which number is greater, and we find that 148 is greater than 124. So we have to divide the greater number by the smaller number. So we have to divide that 148 by 124. This is the first step, and we can see here 124 ones are 124. So the remainder is 24. So using this we have to write the algorithm here. And what is the algorithm? I have told you, dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. This is the algorithm. So in this step we find 148 as a dividend, 124 is a divisor, 24 is the remainder, and 1 is a quotient. So dividend, that is 148, is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. This will be the algorithm for the first step. And now we have to see whether the remainder is 0 or not. And here we can find that remainder is not 0. If remainder is not 0, then we have to move to the next step, that is step 2. And in that step 2, what we have to do? We have to take two numbers from first step. What are those two numbers? That is remainder of first step and divisor of first step. And we have to divide that divisor, that is 124, by the remainder of the first term, that is 24. Okay, in the next step what we have done? We have taken two numbers from the first step, that is divisor and remainder, and we are going to divide that divisor by the remainder. So here we have to divide that 124 by 24. So 24 5s are 120, and the remainder is 4. Again we have to write the algorithm, that is dividend is 124, dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder is again 4. And here also we find that remainder is not equal to 0. If remainder is not 0, then we have to move to the next step, and the next step is step 3. So in the third step also what we are going to do? We are going to take two numbers, that is divisor and remainder from step 2, and we are going to divide that divisor by the remainder from step 2. And we find here as a 4 6 are 24, and now the remainder is 0. Now also we have to write the algorithm, that is dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So here we find that remainder is equal to 0, and whenever the remainder is 0, we have to take the divisor from that step, and that divisor is HCF of those two numbers. What are those two numbers? We are finding the HCF of which two numbers? That is 148 and 124. So HCF of 124 and 148 we got in the last step, that is 4. So I have to write here HCF is equal to 4. Okay, we have seen introduction to Euclid's algorithm. Now we will move to the exercise 1.1 in my next video. If you want to refer complete chapter, तो उस प्लेलिस्ट की लिंक मैंने आई बटन में और डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में दे दी है. इफ़ यू वांट यू कैन रेफर दैट.